This is Dan Lipkis. We got Farmer's Edge out today. We got Ben from Farmer's Edge and we got Bailey out in the field. He's running the Ranger and doing soil sampling for us today. What they do for us is they do all of our soil sampling, and they're also our tech people. They take care of putting our prescriptions in. Joe from Farmer's Edge helps me get my prescriptions for the planter. We go through our yield maps, but today we're going to talk about our soil sampling because that's what they're doing today. We have data points out within the field. They usually go to those same data points from 3 years ago or 2 years ago whenever we sampled. He goes on, he locks onto a GPS coordinate or a point every 2.5 acres, and then he takes 7 pulls from that 2.5 acre. He takes one right on the site, and then he goes out and he does a radius around. So we get a good, what you would call, I guess you would call an average out of that sample. If soil sampling is done right, it can make a big difference. So we want to make sure it's done right. We have a lot of confidence in Farmer's Edge to get that done for us. They got good equipment. They're out there when we need them to be. We're doing something different this year. We are looking at a test in our irrigated ground and our not irrigated ground to see if we might have a bicarbonate level increase in our irrigated ground because of the pH of our water. This is an experiment. Nobody's really done it before, but Farmer's Edge has stepped up and is going to try to help me figure this out. These are some of the things that they'll help you with and they've helped me with, and makes a big difference in my operation. They're a crucial part to me making management decisions, to figuring out what nutrients I need and what nutrient loads are already within the field.
Right, yeah, so we go out there and we take actual soil samples in the field. We're collecting data, whether it's from our on-farm weather stations or in-cab telematics, and also satellite imagery, and we bring it all together into one place inside of our Farm Command platform, where it makes it easy to get insights from this data that we're collecting.
And the Farm Command is a pretty cool site. What are all the services that Farmer's Edge, encompasses?
So to start at the beginning, we've got satellite imagery, where we're taking very high frequency of satellite images, and then we've got on-farm weather stations. We've got an entire network that a grower can get access to, as well as weather stations on their own farm. And then we've got our machine telematics, that's called our CAN plug, where we can track not only the movement of equipment and machines, but we can also pull data off of there and send that up to the cloud. And then we've got obviously the soil sampling that we do, as well as our own soil testing lab. We also get into moisture probes and some tracking of machines that don't have a CAN system, so like a grain truck or a pickup or a UTV even sometimes. We can track those. We also get into insurance a little bit with our DigiAg risk management services, and we also have an e-commerce site to buy chemicals and some other products on our Commodity Ag website.
They keep coming up with new things. Like he mentioned, the satellite imagery, I think they have some of the best on the market. Farmer's Edge is a good outfit. We're going to continue to keep using them, and we're going to keep track of that through the year and kind of stay with you about as the crop going and how we're utilizing Farm Command.